All right, so jogging in Orville, California. It's around 7:30, 8 o'clock p.m. What was I saying? It's like May 20. I don't know, 8th, 7th, and figured I'd make a vlog, I guess. So let's do a new blog. So this blog is going to be about current events. So current events, let's see, I just watched some videos, some YouTube videos on like cameras, right? Digital cameras, or like secret cameras or whatever, ones in like light bulbs. And so that's crazy. Well, it's not crazy, it's been going on for forever, but it's crazy that they're like 20 bucks, you know. It can be on your like your clock. So I'm like, now I'm like, okay, this is, I don't know who's been using them on me, but it's been, people are doing that. So like a normal person, like you can put it in front of your house, right? So it's not a big old deal, but people, it's kind of crazy just where we're at. And then let's see, so I was watching Joe Rogan, right? So Joe Rogan, and I guess like the dude from MMA, UFC, and he's like, you know, talks on a radio, I don't know, he talks about like psychedelics, I don't know, he talks about everything, but he's pretty famous because everybody likes what he has to say, because he's talking about stuff that, you know, that's interesting to everyone, that everyone else is talking about. So this dude's, you know, they're sending like people from CIA and like all these people making TV shows, but they're also like government people too. So it's like, and you know, like rich people, famous people, and the dude's like, they're talking about China, right? So there's like all this, like the Red Scare all over again. So like the whole Russia Trump stuff, and then like current now China, you know, like everybody's like, and they've been saying this, everybody's been saying this to me like for a while, like as far as like Macintosh or Apple going to, but I guess they stole a bunch of, they've been like taking over the world, right? Which is America's job. So it's funny to see these guys talk online about it, and it's a trip, you know, like a normal person is, it's just a trip to see where we're at as a culture and as a government and as a world government, like how the information is being, how information is shared and being fought over, and also being like in the hands of also normal people. So it's a trip to be part of this time. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but like as far as technology and civilian life, I pretty much see that, you know, war has changed, but I would say the soldier role seems to be in a, you know, more and more part of our life, normal life, everyday life. So that seems to be something that is going to continue. You know, who knows what the future is going to be. I write stories about this stuff, but it's a trip to see like where, you know, like we're surpassing the sci-fi stories that are already been out there, and that's kind of crazy to think about. Like, shit, dude, we are like, you don't have to write about the Terminator no more, because like we're already there. And you know, I don't know about aliens, but you know, that is something that so the stuff that they know, people do know and do talk about openly, it's like the satellite stuff, right? So they're fighting over satellite stuff, and that's interesting. You know, I guess the whole Star Wars thing is. So my realm is like these other creators, right? These other people writing stories and artists, you know. And I'm at a disadvantage because I'm not working for the government, but are, you know, working for these corporations that are government, or even just corporations in general, or some rich dude, you know. I just watched what the hell's that dude, Christopher Nolan or something, like the guy that did Batman and Inception and all that, and his first movie, and it's called like Following, and it's a trip to like see these creations that you know, have deeper meaning, that are talking about the society that we're in currently. That's not as current as, you know, other stuff, but it's like a, you know, homemade movie, or, you know, like a small budget movie, that black and white, and it talks about the process. So to me, you know, these are other people that made stories, you know, that have already done major budget creations and been out there and doing stuff. So I watch these guys keep going, you know, and like what's all the movies. It just seems like media and entertainment and technology are all going together in this like it's like this controlled media, kind of like during World War II, you know. It's kind of like propaganda mixed with entertainment and distractions and stuff. But the cool thing is that I'm working on is like my books, right? So the technology that I have for this, and actually I don't even know what the hell I'm talking, current events. So the small guy, so the guy that's like still independent. So for me, it's cool because I got to actually create these comics of these characters that are more representative of the people that I've been around and the culture that I grew up from. So that's the cool thing about making my own books. So I still have yet to get them to the masses as far as making money off of them and stuff like that. So like watching Rick and Morty and these stories, you know, that are, you know, out there and famous and stuff, is interesting. So let's see, current events. What else? So current events. So I'm also starting to write a novel, right? Or not really a novel, but it's like a autobiography kind of thing, which is a trip. So I'm getting in InDesign. So I guess I'm gonna mix it in with my own projects because that is kind of current events. But I don't even know if I'm gonna use this one. So what else is important? Let's see. Silicon Valley. What else? Oroville, California. Chico, California. Southern California. All interesting. So those are what my stories are about at the moment. So if I think of something, I'll continue these blogs later.